unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, and peace and blessings unto the elect. All right, so I just wanted to do this lesson on how the American influence is waning in the earth. Right, you have a lot of these nations; they are straying away from American influence. Now, some nations that's on this list, it says countries where OnlyFans is banned. Some of these is wrong, but for the most part, it's right. And also, you have a lot of nations that is banning porn as well. Different, and also different social media outlets as well, which is showing you that a lot of these nations, they are turning away from the degenerate acts of America or the West in general, because the West, they allow you to do whatever you want. Or that's what's personified, or that's what's allowed over here, right? Matter of fact, let me go ahead and grab this real fast. In the book of Ecclesiastes, folly. You're allowed to be occupied in folly over here, but as far as these other country goes, these other nations, they don't want their people to be indulged in folly like how America is, right? And you can see why, because the vast majority of Americans, they don't know what's going on in the world. The vast majority of Americans, and I don't say this to be funny, and I really mean it, and I firmly believe it, that majority of Americans are retarded. They have no clue. They have no clue of what's really happening in the earth. And why is that? It's because they are distracted with these different social media platforms. Right? They are distracted with nothing but folly all day long. Right? This is Ecclesiastes 10 and verse 6. It says, folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit in low places. See that? So folly is dignified over here in America. Let's look up that word. Dignified. Definition. It says, see that? Noble. Noble. Majestic. Noble, majestic. They look proud. And we know that America is known as the proud nation, right? It says impressive. That's why really to be, an influencer over here in America, you have to push off folly content. Man, just hop on TikTok, just hop on YouTube. What is it? It's nothing but folly. It's nothing but folly. See that? Exalted. So folly is exalted here in this place. Again, you be having these different stupid ass challenges, like what's one? Eating challenge. So let's eat 20,000 calories in one day, and people literally watch those stuff. Hey, I watch those stuff from time to time. Hey, but people literally just sit there and watch that, consume that all day long. Yeah, watch me eat 20,000 calories, or watch me prank my boyfriend, or watch me prank my girlfriend. These other nations, they don't want their citizens to be acting like that. They don't want their citizens looking at stupid stuff like that, because those stuff dumbs you down. Right? Why do you think real TV shows is not shown on TV anymore? TV shows like The Cosby Show, Boy Meets World, different TV shows like that actually had some type of substance that you can learn from. Now, I don't know what they're showing on TV nowadays, right? Nothing but body boy things, my sissy content, because it's an agenda that Esau Edom wants to push on the people. And these other nations, right? The leaders of these other nations, they're not allowing that anymore. They say, nah, forget that. And why is that? It's because the Heavenly Father is raising up the spirit of the king of the Medes. Which, let me go ahead and read this again. Ecclesiastes 10 and verse 6 says, folly is set in great dignity, meaning that folly is exalted, and the rich sit in low place. Which, let's go into the word for folly. Let's see, just say folly. Silliness. See, silliness. The vast majority of these people are silly. Let's go ahead and look it up right here on Google. Folly. Lack of good sense. Foolishness. Yeah, foolishness. Everything is foolishness here. Lack of good sense. Don't nobody have common sense over here. See? Stupidity. Stupidity. Madness. Lunacy. Lack of sense. Yeah. Opposite. Wisdom. See? And there's no wisdom here whatsoever. There's no breath here. That goes back to what I was saying, man. The vast majority of these people, they are retarded, man. These people are stupid over here. Stupidness is exalted. Just hop on social media and you'll see nothing but folly all day long. All day long, folly. Prank challenges. You got this, you got that. It's nothing but folly. Hey, I'm not gonna lie. Some of them do be amusing to look at. Or you laugh or whatever. Hey, but when you really think about it, it's like, man, like these people are stupid. These people are retarded. Like, for example, you can have somebody on the street do an interview and they'll ask the people, Generation Z to be exact, which Generation Z, those are individuals who was born in 1998 up until now, which, I would be classified as Generation Z because I was born in 1998. And all praises to Yahweh Shema Shai that, man, I've been delivered from, the folliness of Generation Z. But anyway, they will ask, name, let me see, just simple. Simple questions like name 5 states. They will say name 5 states, and they won't name states. Or they'll ask who's the first president, and they will say some dumb shit like, "Oh, I don't know, Donald Trump." Hey, because these people are occupied in folly all day. People are not interested in learning. So this is a huge step, right? Countries where OnlyFans is banned, and of course, it's the vast majority of Eastern countries, right? And somebody gonna say this list should be bigger, right? TikTok is banned in different countries as well. It says, so this guy says, so this is where people still have morals, and they say, quote unquote, Western countries are the most developed. Hey, because that's the thing. America promotes lack of morals. So I put up this article about OnlyFans, and it says several countries around the world have banned OnlyFans, including Dubai, Russia, and Belarus. Therefore, you live in a country where the site is unavailable, or you're traveling to one of these destinations, you'll need to use a VPN to unblock OnlyFans from abroad. Now it says if you are concerned about its legality, you don't have to worry about it because OnlyFans is legal in the USA, Canada, and UK. So majority of the West. Now it says, what country uses OnlyFans the most? So the global distribution of visitors of your competitors' website and start tapping into overlooked markets. OnlyFans' core audience is located in the U.S., followed by the United Kingdom, which is Britain, and Mexico, right? All westernized nations. Now it says, why is OnlyFans banned in India? As per Indian legislation, everyone who posts sexual stuff online is regarded as breaking the law. And OnlyFans fall under this category, yeah, because that is immoral. It's immoral for a woman. It is highly immoral for a woman to be online, posting naked photos of herself. Plain and simple. But America allows you to do that because you are free to be wicked. And all these other nations, they are straying away from that because they don't need to rely on American aid anymore. Why is that? Because let me go ahead and grab that. The Heavenly Father has raised up the spirit of the king of the Medes, right, which is Vladimir Putin. Now he's the guard unto these other nations now. So now these other nations, they don't have to accept America's democracy anymore. Or they can just say, man, F you, right? We're gonna go over here to Russia. And Russia, they're gonna aid us, and they're not gonna force us to do anything that's against our laws. Why is that? Because number one, because Russia is on board themselves. Right? A lot of people are turning to Russia. Because Russia, they're not promoting the degeneracy like over here, like over here in the West. Let me see. It was something on Twitter. It was something on Twitter. You had this one so-called African. He looked like a Jake, and he was wearing a Vladimir. He was wearing a Putin shirt. He was wearing a Putin shirt. Oh man, look at this. This through the spirit. I hopped on Twitter. Look at this. Let me go ahead and refresh it on here. Look at this. This is prime example. Prime example. Look at this. This is Drake. Drake's new look. See? Hey, look through the spirit. 144. See? Drake's new look. You see? Look at that. Hey, bro. Hey, that's why this place has to go. And through the spirit, this is what I'm talking about. Over here in America, these things are allowed. You can be a damn freak show over here. You could be a whole freak show, right? Everybody is on drugs over here. Everybody is depressed over here. Everybody suffers from anxiety over here, right? This place is done. And this is exactly how the ancient Roman Empire fell, through the lack of morals. Look at this. See what people are saying in the comments. Exactly. Nail polish, now fringes or whatever. I'm not sure what that's called. Is she transitioning? Crazy, man. And you see, a lot of these people are not with it. A lot of these people are not with it. See, a lot of these people now, they are becoming more vocal about this. Now, at first, it was just us, but now people are getting tired of it. But this is Jeremiah 51:11. It says, "Make bright the arrows, gather the shields with which the arrows is dealing with the nuclear missiles. Yahweh hath raised up the spirit of the kings of the Medes, for his device is against Babylon to destroy it, because it is the vengeance of Yahweh, the vengeance of his temple." You see that? So, and the Heavenly Father has raised up the spirit of the kings of the Medes. Now, Russia, starting with Vladimir Putin, he's the one that everybody is looking at as being a leader, because his whole point in his whole point in invading Ukraine was so that Ukraine doesn't fall to the degeneracy, the same degeneracy of the West. Right? That's one of his reasons. The other reasons is because of Ezekiel 38. And that's to what? That's to bring back or reunite the USSR. All right, the Soviet Union. Let me go ahead and grab it. This is Ezekiel 38, and I'm going to go right to the point. Verse 4, it says, well, verse 3 says, and say, thus save Yahweh power, behold, I am against thee, O Gog, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal, and I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws. And that's talking about bringing Russia back into that USSR, Soviet Union spirit, which Putin came out on record saying, yeah, my goal is to reunite the Soviet Union. That's what he said out of his own mouth. It says, and I will bring thee forth and all thine army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords, yeah, all of them handling nuclear missiles, all of them having nuclear capability, which Russia is rich in that, right? Which it gives you all these different nations: Persia, which that's Iran, Ethiopia, them Cushites, Libya, all of them with shield and helmet. That's right, all of them with nuclear capability to go up against Babylon. So now let me go ahead and grab this and Jeremiah 50 and verse 41. It says, behold, a people shall come from the north, and the people that's coming from the north is Russia, and a great nation, and many kings shall be raised up from the coast of the earth. See that, many kings along with them, because it's not only them, it's not only just Russia, although Russia is the leader, right? But it's also other nations with them. China, North Korea, India, the different OPEC nations, right? Saudi Arabia, right? Jeremiah, and this was all in the making. I remember back in, I want to say like 2019, 2020, right? We were seeing, you know, the lines of the BRIC nations emerging. You know, I remember, man, BRICS, they were a real hot topic in 2019, 2020. You know, that's when, we really thought shit was really going to pop then. It didn't, but, it was all in the works. And now we're seeing it manifest here in 2023 through the Spirit. Because, back 2016, 2017, 2018, BRICS was, BRICS was in the making. They were in the talks, They weren't really that prevalent, but, man, once 2019, 2020 hit, man, they took off. And now we're seeing here in 2023, they are really taking off. So Jeremiah 50 and verse 41 in NLT, it says, look, a great army is coming from the north, a great nation, and many kings are rising against you from far off lands. See that? And many kings are rising up against your ass. Babylon, teaming up with Russia. Let me go ahead and look at something, because I favorite. Yeah, this shit happened in Houston. Jake having a damn shootout with the cops. Yeah, man, Jake is turning into a madman. Let me see here. Yeah, shit, she had demons on her. Trying to get what I wanted. All right, yeah, see this, Russia launches test phase for digital ruble. Let me see, Salaki, hold on, y'all. I think I did favorite it. See, look at this. Russia's Putin, North Korea's Kim Jong-un vows closer ties. See that? So they're getting closer and closer. And I'm going to go back to the point of this. See that? Porn is banned in Burkina Faso. I had favorited something. I favorite a lot on here on Twitter, because there's a lot here on Twitter. But I favored something that gives you a list of all these different nations that that is applying for the BRIC alliance. Maybe maybe I just saw it and I thought I liked it, but I didn't. See, look at this. World Bank suspends loans to Uganda over anti-Bati boy law. That's what happens. That's what happens when you don't lay in bed with America. That's what happens. The West is going to suspend any aid, any foreign aid that they were given to you. But guess what? Now they don't care because now they have Russia backing them up. You see, just like how that grain deal fell apart between Ukraine and Russia, and and it was going to make these different African nations suffer. Hey, but you know what? Russia said, you know what? Hey, we got you, and guess what? No catch. See, this is what happens. All right, this is what happens when you don't allow American democracy in your land. But let's go ahead and continue on. It was something else I wanted to get. Here we go. It says, what percent of Americans use OnlyFans? It says OnlyFans has over 170 million registered users. That's more than 2.5 times the population of the UK and over 50% of the population of the US. See, so you have a lot of people in that. Why is that? Because a lot of men are sexually frustrated. They're not getting none. So that's what they do, right? But so now let me go ahead and grab Revelation 17. So this is Revelation 17 and verse 1. It says, and it says the doom of Babylon. It says, and there came one of the seven angels which had the seven vials, and talked with me, saying unto me, come hither, I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore, which is America, that sitteth upon many waters. And what does the waters represent? Let's go up, jump down to verse 15. And he saith unto me, the waters which thou sawest, where the whore sitteth, are peoples and multitudes and nations and tongues. That's right, because during the time of John, when John received this vision, and even to a certain extent right now, America bears rule over the people, but now we're seeing that America's throne is being cast down. This is Isaiah 47. Let me see. I think I like it in the GNT better. Let me see. This is cool, but let me see. I believe the GNT is better. Isaiah 47. GNT. Yep, judgment on Babylon. Hey, yep, here we go. All right, boom. Isaiah 47 verse 1 in the GNT. No, matter of fact, I like this. I like this right here. It says Isaiah 47:1 in NOT. It says, "Come down, virgin daughter of Babylon, and sit in the dust," which dust meaning what? A low estate. For your days of sitting on a throne have ended, O daughter of Babylonia. Never again will you be the lovely princess, tender and delicate. Hey, you see that? So it says, for your days of sitting on the throne have ended. It's done. Because who have next? All right, the elect, starting with Yahweh Shai. You see? So America's a time for sitting on the throne is over with. It's done. Heavenly Father is making a new sheriff in town, as they say. So back to Revelation 17 and verse 1 again. It says, and there came one of the seven angels which had the seven vials, and talked with me, saying unto me, come hither, I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters. Verse 2, with whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication. You see? So America had all these different nations indulge in the different immoralities of America, right? Just so that they can receive aid. That's why. Just so that these nations can benefit off of America, because you're just not going to benefit off of America without doing anything. You see what I'm saying? Something got to give. And what's that? Your own laws and legislation, your own dictatorship that you have set up in your land. You have to give all that away so that you can receive some type of aid, foreign aid from America. Let's go ahead and get it in the NLT. Watch this. It says here, it says the kings of the world have committed adultery with her, and the people who belong to this world have been made drunk by the wine of her immorality. See, that's what the wine is dealing with. Immorality. Which, let's go into that word for immorality. See that? It says the kings of the earth committed acts of immorality, and those who dwell on the earth were made drunk with the wine of her immorality. See, which of the spirit. Look, the Greek word for immorality is porneia. See, and let's see what it says. Illicit sexual intercourse, adultery, fornication. See that word? Being a my sissy, lesbianism, intercourse with animals, etc. These other nations, they learned that from who? America. These other nations, just so that they can accept some type of aid, so that they can receive some type of help, some type of wealth, they allowed America to spread this throughout their country. Like I bring it up all the time, Jamaica, they used to be a nation that proudly was against being a Bati boy. But now Jamaica, their prime minister, I'm not too sure if it's the prime minister in office now or the former prime minister, they sold out. Just so that Jamaica can receive some type of aid. And that's why Haiti is the way it is right now, because they refused. And that's why the Haitian president or the Haitian prime minister got killed, right? Because they didn't want to be subject. They didn't want to lose no integrity by selling out to America. And that's what all these other nations have done. They sold out to America, but now they're turning away. Let's go ahead and grab this, because America's wine have made these nations mad. Nothing but madmen, right? And you see it. All right, when these different people from these different nations come over here to America, man, just a ball of confusion. And they'll even admit it, like, we are Americanized. Hey, but the influence of America is going down, and now everybody's going back to the way that they originally used to be. Jeremiah 51 and verse 7 says, Babylon had been a golden cup in Yahweh's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. You see that? So Babylon was that golden cup in the Lord's hand, and they made all the earth drunken of her wine. The nations are mad now. Let's go into the word for mad. Go into the word for mad. And see that? It says to make a fool, to act madly, act like a madman. Yeah, man, these other nations are gone. These other nations that come over here to America or that accept American democracy, man, they're totally gone. And that's why Putin and them is on their special task, on their special mission to seize all that, to seize the satanic agenda of the West. And like I said, it was all to receive all to receive aid. Let's go ahead and grab that. This is Revelation, the 18th chapter. Revelation chapter 18 and verse 3 says, "For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication," saying the same thing like it did say in Revelation 17. "And the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies." That's right, because these other nations, they make money off of America, but you're not about to make no money off of America without them getting anything in return. You see what I'm saying? So you have to you have to allow them to do something, and that's to spread their democracy within their land. But hey, man, there's only so much that a person is going to take, or that these kings or these different leaders of these other nations are going to take. See, you see how fast they jumped ship right to Russia, because they wasn't really with it the whole time, but they didn't want to see their nation crumble. So they said, all right, man, whatever, we just going to do what we got to do. It's just like a woman. All right, man, some women really don't want to be a hoe, but it's like, man, I need the money. I need to go ahead and pay the rent. My child, she hungry. I got to do what I got to do. I got to do what I got to do. Rent is due on the 1st. So I have to do what I have to do. So jumping down to verse 9, Revelation 18 and 9, it says, "And the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her shall bewail her and lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning, standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, Alas, alas, that great city Babylon, that mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come. And the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her, for no man buy their merchandise anymore." See that? So that's why they're going to be weeping and wailing, because like, damn, ain't nobody to come up off of anymore. You see? So back to Revelation 17 and verse 3 in NLT says, "So the angel took me in the spirit into the wilderness. There I saw a woman sitting on a scarlet beast that had 7 heads and 10 horns, and blasphemies against the Heavenly Father were written all over it. The woman wore purple and scarlet clothing and beautiful jewelry made of gold and precious gems and pearls. In her hand she held a goblet full of old bensities and the impurities of her immorality." See that? And the impurities of her immorality. That's what's filled with over here in Babylon. Impurity of immorality. See? So let's go into that word for impurity. And these other nations are fed up. Right? These other nations are fed up. That's why they're cutting ties with America, and they're getting down with BRICS. Oh, they didn't have the word for that in the NLT. It's fine. Yep. So, and that's really the point. That's the point on that. Yahweh Tazah, you brothers and sisters were edified. This place is going down. All right, man. We're about to rule. But with that being said, Shalom.